So here we go again, on our way to Woodland waters. Apparently the lake's not too busy, so hopefully we should get on some good pegs. Being joined by Josh Burrows, who's coming down early this morning with me, and then his brother Charlie shall be joining us later on. So hopefully we'll have a couple of decent fish to show you, rather than all the small ones. Well, not relatively small, but there's all sort of low doubles up to £10 from Haverhome. So chance of a bit of a better fish. Hopefully we'll get a couple of them. You're going to say morning, Gaiden?
Good morning.
Good morning. But right, we shall port back onto a bankside. There we go. Go on then, mate, if you want to say something. You're a bit shy? What are you shy of? What was it? Yeah, it's been an unproductive day. The carp have basically just been cruising around the top, getting the suntan. We've tried everything we can possibly to try and just nick one. We've been surface fishing, had zigs up and down throughout the water column. I've had a bottom bait constantly out, which did produce, but unfortunately I lost it after a couple of shakes of the head. Caden has been on the surface, he's been on PVA bags, and now he's down in the margin.
In the middle.
Yeah, you was PVAing in the middle, weren't you, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh has been up and down this side of the lake anyway, chasing the carp. Even he's had no luck. And now we've got the rods out for the night. We've both put a bit of spawn mix out, and hopefully one of us should produce throughout the night. Hopefully I will be able to get something with my phone if we do produce through the night. Other than that, we shall show you what we've been using in the morning, rigs, etc. I think Josh will probably keep his close to his to himself, really. No. Maybe.
My turn.
There's not that many people watch me, mate. You never know. fucking Corder will be watching.
Yeah.
Oh, we like that idea. But what are you going to do in the morning, KD? Are you going to stick with the margin, or are you going to go on a zig? You're going to do some surface fishing? You know what? Oh, bloody hell. Almost. He's had a bleep on both rods now.
Has he? So Josh
So
had a bleep
Josh
on...
could have it figured. He's fishing out in open water. Show you the spots and stuff again in the morning.
Daddy, what did you gonna say?
But it looks like your method of attack could be on the money, mate.
You never know. I'm thought of it.
Right, well, how long you been out there? A couple of hours?
Daddy, what were you gonna say?
What was that? Yeah, what are you going to do in the morning? What do you reckon? In the morning could be a good time to get them off the surface.
Daddy, you said, what's a good idea?
Good idea? A good idea would either be to try and get them on the surface. Do you know if that tackle shop sells surface?
That sounds like fish.
Yeah?
You can use anything like that.
Yeah.
I
Might have
think...
to nip across and get some dog biscuit in the morning then. Should have got some before I came. Bit
Daddy, I
unprepared.
think...
Didn't think with the sun being out, but even still we didn't manage any anyway. But it could work in the morning while it's still cool.
Daddy, I think a zig.
You think a zig? Daddy's been on zigs all day.
I think
Tried my hardest. I've had to zig up and down. The only thing I didn't do was change colour, but that's only because I know that yellow and pink works. Maybe that was a bit of damp, but you was using yellow and black, weren't you?
I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
No, I changed my mind this time.
Change your mind.
Dog
Well,
biscuit.
we'll see in the morning, won't
Dog
we?
biscuit.
Get some footage in the morning.
Dog biscuit.
Dog biscuits.
Yeah.
Could be the way forward, mate. Washing out over there again.
Daddy, can you take my rod out of the water now?
Daddy's gonna fish your rod from tonight. Because I got a 3-rod licence, haven't I? So just leave that other one of mine set up for the surface and keep your one in the margin.
Yeah, but I don't want to fish it again.
Yeah, well I'll use it, it's fine.
Please. I'm still staying up for the night, aren't I?
Yeah, we'll see how long you last. But yeah, should report back in the morning.
Okay. Daddy, can I
A
do
bit more
some
for you to look
talking?
at, hopefully.
Daddy, now can I do some talking?
Go on, then.
So, it was a good day today, and
Look at the camera when it's on, mate.
some couple of people had some fish.
The bloke over there was catching Bream, wasn't he?
Yeah. A bloke came over here, and he said, the swim is okay in open water, and well, we haven't had any. Josh Burrows beat him, and Josh ran down the steps and see if it's okay.
Was he beeping, was he? It's better than swearing, isn't it?
And it was okay because everyone is okay. See you later.
What he said. Well, good morning. It was a uneventful night. Apart from Josh had a couple of big bream. which he's none too pleased about. I have been done in the margin rod, woke up, the bobbin had been dumped and the rig was sat in a fairly large twig. I think my left hand rod had been picked up because I left my lines semi-slack. I woke up about 4:45 this morning just as the sun rose, and looked at my left bobbin and it had pulled halfway up, so I think someone had either gotten away with it or something's either picked up the rig and moved it. Could have been a Bream or something, but honestly I really don't know. I've now moved my rigs over to sort of this tree here. One's just off the edge there and the other one's going into this alcove, so I've got it either side, and I've spotted out bait this morning, quite a fair bit to be honest, and basically I've put a couple of spawns over each rig and then I've spotted in between, so there's sort of a line of bait going across that island. So hopefully the theory is if anything comes in either side, they're going to hit the rigs first. But just keeping watching just in case they come up in the water. There's a few things cruising around, but I think it's Bream to be honest, but I think I've seen a couple of carp show themselves. But if they move up in the water, I'm going to put zigs on either side and continue spamming. Hopefully we'll finally get a fish. After yesterday, it was red hot and the fish just did not seem to want anything. I'm going to take a trip in a bit. I'm going to go across to the tackle shop over the road and get some dog biscuit. We'll see if we can get them going on that. I've also been priming a spot as well for a bit of stalking that is just next to Josh's peg. Josh is down there, he's gone back to sleep again, but just behind him where that picnic table is, there's a spot there. I've just chucked a few boilies in the edge and done some crushed up, and if anything comes down there and picks up the bait, I'll do it a couple of times. And if the bait starts disappearing, I'll go and drop the little rod on it and just sit in between, and hopefully I'll be able to snare a fish. But other than that, it's been very, very unproductive. I've completely slackened off my lines now, just in case they're spooking away from them. I was semi-slack and now I've gone completely slack. So hopefully the method will work, but we'll see how things progress. Josh is on about putting zigs on when he gets up anyway. He's going to give it till about 9 o'clock or something, so I have to wake him up again in a bit. He's going to do some zig fishing, but hopefully next time you see us we should have a fish if one of the methods works. We'll report back later. This is one of the rigs that I'm using. It's a 2 bottom bait fake corn tipped with 1 pop-up bit of corn. It sits just like that, and I've got a blob of putty just to hold it on deck, otherwise it sits up, and then just another one just to keep it pinned down. And that's what I'm fishing on my left hand rod which is on the inside of the island. And I just had a strange occurrence. It sounded like a take, came to it and there was nothing there.
you just cut that off?